Hey, what's up guys? Justin from Out of the Basement here to bring you another Black Series news photo type video. Some things I want to say before we jump right in. I seen some comments on our latest episode of Figure It Out, which by the way, thank you so much guys for continuing to watch Figure It Out. Our views just keep going up and up in terms of like our regular views. So I really appreciate you guys watching, and I mean all of our stats are going up. The view duration has been going up, overall views, likes, and everything like that. You guys have just been showing us a lot of support lately, which I really like. However, I did see some comments on our latest video of Figure It Out saying like, why aren't you talking about this, like what I'm going to be talking about in the video? And that is because Figure It Out is almost always recorded on Tuesday and then always released on Friday. There's a new episode every Friday, but we do record it on Tuesday. So if something happens like Tuesday night or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever it is, we more than likely cannot put that into that episode to Figure It Out because it's already recorded. So that is why. That is why I make these little news videos, because this is a video worth talking about. There is finally new Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch boxes. I know what you're thinking. The boxes aren't that big of a deal. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you're not thinking that, because the boxes are kind of a big deal. To me, I've been getting sick of just seeing the red and black box, because the red and black box, I associate that with shelf warmers, because almost every time I've seen them I am disappointed, especially within the past couple of years with the red and black box. You know, I found like Mace Windu in the wild, I found the battle droid, like I've found new figures of the red and black box stuff, but it's most of the time I've had to pre-order it, and it's just been getting really stale for me. So I think it's gonna be cozy, it's gonna be comfortable, just walking down that aisle and seeing some juicy saturated boxes, saturated in color. Coming in first is the Darth Vader. So as you can see, new box, which by the way is at an angle. I'll show you a photo of that later in this video. But for now, let's take a look at each of the characters of this wave coming out later this year, starting with Darth Vader. Love the blue. Of course, that's the Empire Strikes Back Vader. The film that it's from is in that blue stripe near the bottom, and then below that it says Darth Vader in blue. So I like that it says what movie it's from on the box. And of course, the beautiful art and colorful art on the side of the box looks awesome. Up next is the Esb Luke the Snowspeeder one. And yes, this is a re-release of the 40th anniversary one that is available right now. Again, it's really nice blue. However, they're not all blue. Up next, we have Admiral Ackbar, and this one is green, probably because it's like Return of the Jedi, and I just feel like green is associated with that film. Looks great. I mean, all of these look great. I love the art on them, and I just love the different color. You know, it's still the Black Series because they're black boxes, but they just have this super vibrant color near the bottom. And of course we have Tebow the Ewok. Again, the name of the film is on that like green stripe at the bottom, which I really like that. We have the Kamino Clone Trooper, which looks amazing. I'm a really big fan of yellow. Up next we have the Mandalorian, which is orange. That's the full Beskar one. And then we also have the Stormtrooper that is, it says the Mandalorian, but wouldn't that be a remnant Stormtrooper? I think this one is actually modeled off of Rogue One, but they just say the Mandalorian, I guess, because it's more relevant. These new boxes are amazing. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it is. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be super nice to have a variation. And all of these figures in that first wave with these boxes are all desirable. So the moment you see that, you know, like, you just found something that you want, you know? However, if you've seen my video about the Rebels re-releases a few days ago, a week ago, something like that, and Zeb, we actually got some photos of the updated photoreal heads for the Rebels re-releases. We got some photos of Zeb, and they're all going to be in this new box art style that I've been talking about. So we have a shot of all of them together, and we can see all the new art that's going to be on the side of the box. You get a little sneak peek of Zeb here, but why not take a deeper look at Zeb? Zeb looks pretty good. I'm going to say he looks pretty good. The only thing that's kind of off is the head, because it's not an animated human. It's an animated alien, so it's just kind of weird. I mean, it's a Lasat. We've never had one of those in the Black Series. However, at the end of the day, I think it looks good. I think it looks really, really good. The body looks great. I'm going to have to see the head in person, I feel like. I feel like this is an in-person judgment. To get a better look at what I was saying earlier about the angles, the new Black Series boxes, it almost kind of looks more like Marvel Legends. How the front is like indented and the back is larger, and we can see that pretty clearly with the Hera. Speaking of the Rebels, we have some side-by-side comparisons from Dorkside Toys. And by the way, all these photos that I've been showing, I learned of them through yakface.com. Want to give credit where credit's due. If you guys are looking for super quick, same-day Black Series news, I highly recommend getting Instagram and following Yakface or Star Wars The Black Series. That's pretty much where I get all my information. But looking at these Rebels photoreal updates, I will say the updates are good. I just don't know, because I have all these figures, I just don't know. Like, I'm definitely going to have to pick and choose which ones I want to upgrade. So, for example, the Ahsoka looks awesome. I think the Ahsoka looks really good. I think Dorkside purposely used, like, the worst possible Ahsoka figure for the original release, because mine doesn't look that bad. My Ahsoka honestly looks pretty good. I think I'm going to maintain just having my original Ahsoka. I don't think I'm going to upgrade. Same thing with the Sabine. The new head looks great. Don't get me wrong. The new head looks amazing. But it's Sabine. She's a Mandalorian. Mandalorian helmets are cool. Why would I display Sabine without her helmet on? So that's why I'm also skipping this one. However, the Hera, I will say, looks significantly better. Just look how good the one on the left looks. That looks real. That looks like a real Twi'lek. The Hera looks really good, I will say. Kanan is probably the one I'm most meh about. It still looks better, but again, I just don't know if it's worth the upgrade for me personally. If you guys missed out, if anyone out there missed out on the original Rebels, now is your chance. So I'm not hating on these re-releases. I think it's great because the value of these figures have gone up like astronomically for the Rebels crew, and it's great that you guys are getting an opportunity to get better versions of the previous figures. For me personally, I just don't know which ones I want to upgrade and which ones I don't. Because once I get one, I'm going to want to get another one because it might look out of place. However, I don't think my Ezra looks out of place because Ezra already has the photoreal. I just don't know. A part of me wants to say there's so many good Black Series coming out that I should just hold off on these Rebels just to save my money for different and newer figures. But they do look good. But at the end of the day, this is for the collectors who missed out on them. Obviously, I'll pick up Zeb. I mean, Zeb is already given. Zeb looks great. And this is straight from yakface.com. There is going to be new Black Series numbering, which I thought was super interesting. It is now going to go by film that it's from. So, and including shows, so like the Clone Wars and Mandalorian. For example, The Empire Strikes Back will have a 1, 2, 3. Return of the Jedi will have a 1, 2, 3. Mandalorian will have a 1, 2, and so on. So Vader is going to be number 1, Empire Strikes Back. Luke is going to be number 2. Ackbar is going to be number 1 for Return of the Jedi, while Tebow will be number 2 for Return of the Jedi. The Clone Wars, which I'm really getting my hopes up right now. Kamino Clone will be number 1 for the Clone Wars. So a part of me is thinking, why would they even bother putting, like, numbering that Camino Clone Trooper. That must mean that they plan on making tons more Clone Wars figures, or at the very least, I really hope we get more Star Wars The Clone Wars Black Series figures. Same thing with the Mandalorian being number 1 and the Stormtrooper being number 2. So that's it, guys. Honestly, great news. We have new, great looking boxes for all desirable figures coming out later this year. Super awesome that we're going to be getting different colors, and just, it's fun. It's fun. We have Rebels for the people who didn't get a chance to get them originally, or if people want to upgrade with the new photo reel. The more figures that get re-released with photo reel, the better. We got to look at Zeb, who looks amazing. Cannot wait to get my hands on him. And the new different numbering thing. I'm a fan of it. I have been getting kind of stale of just same old, same old. So no matter what you think of the different numbering process, at least it's something new, and it's not just going 1 to 107, but that kind of forgets about the orange line and the blue line. So it's always just kind of weird to me. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Again, my name is Justin. I'm from Out of the Basement, and we will see you guys in the next video.